Good evening, everyone. In this class, we are going to discuss about urbanization. Okay, this is a comprehensive analysis of the process, landscape, and future of global urbanization. In 2007, for the first time in history, the world's urban population surpassed its rural population. Okay, in 2007, urban population is more than rural population in the world. Okay, understanding the language of urban change, urbanization, the proportional shift. The process by which an increasing proportion, that is percentage of a population, lives in cities and towns compared to rural areas. As of early 2026, the global urban population is estimated at 56%. Urban growth, the increase in the absolute number of people living in urban areas. A world of contrasts the global urbanization landscapes. Okay, North America 82% is urbanized people, Latin America and the Caribbean 81%, Africa 43%, Oceania 68%, Asia approximately 50%, and Europe comprises 74% of urban population. Urbanization is largely stable in the developed world but is now accelerating most rapidly across Asia and Africa. The twin forces driving humanity's migration. Okay, there are two main factors which leads to human migration from one place to another locations. Okay, push factor and pull factor. Push factor means driving people from rural areas for agricultural mechanization leading to fewer jobs, rural poverty, natural disasters, lack of basic services and economic opportunities. These are push factors. And on the other hand, pull factors are attracting people up to urban centers like better and more diverse employment opportunities, access to specialized healthcare, greater choice of educational institutions, improved infrastructure and urban lifestyle. The evolving life cycle of a city. Urbanization, rapid movement of people from rural areas into city centers. Suburbanization means growth of residential areas on the city's outskirts, often called urban sprawl. Counter-urbanization, movement from large urban areas to smaller towns, or rural settings, often fleeing high cost or crime. Re-urbanization, regeneration of inner city areas and older city centers, attracting residents back to the urban core. Okay, these are four types of urban movement, urban development: urbanization, suburbanization, counter-urbanization, and re-urbanization. The future of urban growth is concentrated in three nations. Together, India, China, and Nigeria are projected to account for 30% of all urban population growth through 2050. By 2030, 60% of the global population is expected to be urbanized. These three nations will be the primary drivers of global urbanization in the coming decades. By 2050, it is projected that India alone will have added 416 million urban dwellers. The Indian urban landscape. National level, urbanization level was 31.1% in 2011 census on a population of 1.21 billion. Urban population concentration, over 70% of the urban population lives in 10 states. Maharashtra leads with 50.8 million urban residents, 13.5% of Indians total. And Uttar Pradesh 44.4 million and Tamil Nadu 34.9 million follow. State level extremes, most urbanized state Goa 62.2%, most urbanized urban territory Delhi 97.5%, states with low urbanization Bihar, Orissa and Assam. The urban paradox, engines of opportunity, arenas of inequality. The promise of the city, okay? The advantages of urban area, higher levels of literacy and education, better health outcomes and longer life expectancy, greater access to social services, enhanced individualism and cultural participation. On the other hand, there are some disadvantages also. Overflowing slums. Globally, 1 in 4 urban dwellers live in informal settlements. In India, 13.7 million households, 65.5 million people are in slums area. Inadequate housing. Over half of urban households in India occupy a single room with an average occupancy of 4.4 persons. Social strain, increased crime, unemployment, and urban poverty. Okay, these are some advantages and disadvantages of urbanization. Now there are some environmental costs of urbanization processes. For example, urban heat islands. Okay, what is urban heat islands? Concrete and asphalt absorb heat, making cities significantly warmer than the surrounding rural areas. Okay, concrete, the the households, the concrete structures over roads and bridges absorb heat and making cities significantly warmer to the compared to the surrounding rural areas. Okay, habitat fragmentation. Urban sprawl breaks up natural ecosystems, isolating wildlife populations. Urban stream syndrome. Increased impervious surfaces lead to rapid polluted water runoff, degrading local water systems. And disaster risks. According to the UNDP, 70% of the urban population is at risk of floods and 60% is vulnerable to earthquakes. Okay, these are some environmental footprints of urbanizations. Okay, now the managing growth for a sustainable future. Sustainable development depends increasingly on the successful management of urban growth, especially in the fastest growing regions of the world. Guided by global communities, SDG Goal 11 promotes urban planning for sustainable development. UN Habitat's new urban agenda principles for the planning, construction and management of urban areas. Okay, these are two principles of guided by global communities for maintaining sustainable development in city areas. Okay, a framework for sustainable urbanism. Okay, principle 1, integrated policies move beyond city limits to strengthen the economy, social and environmental linkage between urban and rural areas, avoid treating them as separate domains. Principle 2, resilience and green infrastructure, prioritize investment in sustainable systems. This includes rapid mass transport, green buildings, pollution management, renewable energy and water recycling, reclamation. Principle 3, human-centered governance, adopt a bottom-up approach to planning that understands the unique challenges of all residents, especially the urban poor, ensure equitable access to health, education and welfare schemes. Okay, these are 3 principles for sustainable urbanism. Okay, key takeaway for our urban future: a defining reality. The urban transition is a defining global reality. Having passed the 50% tipping point, the world is now irrecoverably urban. 2, concentrated growth. The next wave of growth is highly concentrated. The future of global urbanization will be written in the cities in India, China and Nigeria. The urban paradox. Cities present a fundamental paradox. They are our greatest engines of innovation and economic progress, yet also arenas of deep inequality and environmental stress. Designed, not automatic. A sustainable future is not automatic, it must be designed. Successfully managing urban growth from integrated resilience and human-centered policies is one of the most critical tasks of the 21st century. Okay, that's all for today. In this class, we have discussed about urbanization and its disadvantages, advantages, and different processes and sustainable measures to mitigate the sustainable development of in urban areas and control the environmental footprints, environmental constraints. Okay, that's all for today. If you have any doubt and query, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.